Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I got handyman here helping me again. So we got this nice setup. You guys are gonna let me know if you like this kind of setup instead of the way that I used to do my videos. We just thought, you know, we've been doing this for like 9 years, 8 years. We might as well switch it up a little bit. So today we're gonna do some dessert recipes that are great for weight loss. And I got some brownies for you guys, like a cinnamon latte style decaf kind of thing that I like to have at night, and then we're gonna do some stuffed dates. So we're gonna start with the brownies because they take a while. These are legitimately the best brownies I've ever had in my life. I made these on my Instagram, which you guys will probably always hear me say I made this on my Instagram because I got really into making Instagram reels for a while. And we're gonna double it this time though, because it doesn't make like a huge batch. So the first thing we're gonna do is I have a sweet potato here. This is I would say it's a large sweet potato, and I baked it in my air fryer on 400 for 40 minutes, just in the skin like this. And then I just put this in my freezer to cool it down really fast. And all we're gonna do is mash this up really, really well. So the main key here to these brownies is you wanna mash everything really, 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 really well. And I'm sure you could do this like in a blender or something, but I think it works just as good like this. But you just wanna make sure everything gets really mushed up. So into here we're gonna add our liquid ingredients. So we have half of a cup of maple syrup. And then we're gonna add in half a cup of plant milk. I always use the West Soy unsweetened plant milk, but you can use whatever kind you have. And then we're just gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And again, we're just gonna mash this really, really well until it's all kind of incorporated.
You probably should have used a bigger bowl.
I don't know why I let him. I don't know why I let you in here. It's a big enough bowl.
I'm just saying what the viewers are thinking.
This is a big enough bowl. Then we're gonna add in our dry ingredients. So I got half a cup of cocoa powder. And I usually just mix it after I add each thing in here because it's the name of the game. You just wanna mix it really, really well, like I said.
Do you want a whisk?
Why are you trying to like reinvent the wheel here? I've done it this way many times, it's fine. You can use a whisk if you wanna get fancy, but. So now I'm just gonna add about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just like a little bit of salt. And then we got a teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're gonna add in our oat flour. So at this point, it's gonna seem like it gets really, really thick, which Derek might be right, and I might need a bigger bowl, but we're gonna risk it. I don't know about this. I've never made double the recipe before. All right, we need a bigger bowl.
Get your salad mixing bowl.
Oh yeah. Derek got me this really nice salad mixing bowl. And it's got this little double pizza cutter so you can like cut up your salad. All right, we'll put it in here. So you might want to use a big bowl to do this. Hannah, not a baker. I'm not a baker. If you wanted to use a different kind of flour in this, you could. I like oat flour. I just blend the flour in my blender. So when you mix the oat flour in, it's gonna seem really, really like thick, but it's supposed to be like that. So you just wanna mix this up as good as you can. And like always, we'll have the recipe down in the description box for you guys. But this is like one of my favorite things. Whenever I make them, I eat them every day until they're gone. I don't even think you ate them last time. I didn't allow him to eat them. I was like, stay away from my healthy brownies. That's like one of the biggest things people complain about in our monthly meal plan community is that everybody eats all their food. But I mean, so many people don't expect like their husbands and stuff to join, and they're always like looking at their dinners like, oh, that's what you're gonna eat for dinner, and then they end up like eating everybody's food. So it's a very family-friendly meal plan. Kids love it. I mean, there's so many good meals in there. Mashed potatoes, noodles, fries, pizza, like all the good stuff. Just more weight loss friendly. And like all the portions and things are measured out for you guys, which is the biggest thing. Is people say they realize that they were not eating enough food when they join our community. So if you guys are interested in joining, we will leave all the information and stuff below. So I'm just gonna add this to a 9x9 dish I have lined with parchment paper, and I have my oven's been preheating to 350. So yeah, you can see it's gonna be like really thick, but it's so good. And then you can just spread this out as evenly as you can. The healthier brownies are hard to make look really good because they don't have a bunch of oil and stuff in them, so they don't like spread out like a normal brownie would. But if you kind of use a spatula and just spread them out as evenly as you can, I can usually get them looking pretty decent. And then on top, we're just gonna add a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. And I just found these ones. They're by Enjoy Life, but they have rice milk in them, so I guess they're supposed to taste more like milk chocolate, but they're vegan. Add these on top. I like to add them on top because then the chocolate flavor doesn't get lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce. Spread these out, and then we're gonna bake these. Or no, we're gonna bake them on 400 for 22 minutes. And I'll show you guys what they look like when they're done. You just wanna kind of make sure that you push the chocolate chips down. So something I really like to make if we're watching a movie or we just want like a little snack plate is I'll get a bunch of fruit. I really only have apples right now. And oranges, but I'll put a bunch of fruit out, and then what I like to do for like the best part of it is I make these peanut butter stuffed dates, which I see people make on Instagram a lot. But what I do is I take PB2 powder, so I'll take like 2 tablespoons of it, or maybe a little bit more, maybe like, well, yeah, that's probably 2 tablespoons. And then I just mix it with a little bit of plant milk so that it's still super thick. I'm out of plant milk. Thank you. So I'll mix it with, it's kind of equal parts, so I think it's 1 tablespoon of plant milk per tablespoon of PB2. So I'll mix these together because I like this to be really thick, like peanut butter. And this PB2 powder it's called PB and Me. I can link it for you guys, but it's just powdered peanuts. So it doesn't have salt in it, and it doesn't have any sugar in it, which I like with the dates because dates are like super sweet. So then I'll take a bunch of dates. And this is just like the easiest snack or dessert ever to make. Just take them, take the pit out of them. And these are the wet pack dates I get them from 7hotdates.com. They come in season once a year around September, and it's when they have their date harvest, and they're like really juicy dates, because dates aren't, when they come off the tree, they're actually wet like this. They're not dried like you get them in the store. So highly recommend getting a case of their dates. I buy 2 or 3 cases, 11-pound cases every single year, and they're like caramel candy. So then all I do is I'll just take a little bit of the peanut butter and put it on each date. This is kind of a messy dessert, but still, it's good. And then I like to sprinkle a little bit of coconut flakes on them. And then I'll just do a little bit of chocolate chips. Then you have this really delicious little snack plate. You could add like grapes on here or cherries. I like to add all kinds of fresh fruit, but I like to dip the apples in the peanut butter sauce because then it's like a nice little apple. Like apples and peanut butter are one of my favorite things ever to eat. So if you guys just need a really quick little dessert plate, this is a really fun one to make. But I think we'll make a snack video soon if you guys want, and I'll show you like a little snack plate that you can make for if you're having like a movie night with your kids or with your husband. Those are fun to make as well. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. So the last thing that I really like to make, if it's later at night and I've already had dinner and I just want something sweet, I try not to eat after dinner because I talk about this in our meal plan community, but when we lived in the tiny house, I did this like big challenge. I called it Nothing Good Happens After Dinner because I would always eat dinner and then I would just like snack the rest of the night, and it was like those few times that I gained 20 pounds back, and it was just a really bad habit. And once I broke that habit, it was really easy for me to get back to my ideal weight that I stay at all the time now. But snacking at night I feel like is just not a good thing. So we have this challenge in our meal plan community called Nothing Good Happens After Dinner, and it's something a lot of people struggle with. So if you guys need something sweet after dinner and you don't want to, you know, have a snack or something like that, I always recommend having a tea. But sometimes I'll make this like mocha latte style thing, and it's pretty low calorie. I think it's like 100 calories. So I'll add a date into my blender, and then I add a scoop of Dandy Blend, which is just a herbal coffee alternative, but it gives it like a nice flavor, and it's made from dandelion, so it's really good for your liver and just good for you in general. And then I add a big scoop of cocoa powder because I love chocolate. I also like to add a little bit of ashwagandha because it's really good for your nervous system and it can just help you really relax at nighttime. So I'll just add a tiny bit, like 1/8 of a teaspoon, because it has a pretty strong flavor. And then what I really like to add into hot chocolate that I make is cinnamon. So I add usually quite a lot of cinnamon into here. And then I just add hot water and a little bit of plant milk. And this is really good to have, like I said, if you don't want to have anything after dinner and you just want to have something really chocolatey and sweet, you can have a little caffeine-free mocha like this. So I'm just going to blend this up really quick and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And this is just a Vitamix blender attachment that I got. People always ask me about this thing, but it's an attachment for the Ascent series, which is this one. Whew. If you blend this up really, really good, oh, make it on my shirt? No. If you blend this up really, really good, it gets really frothy, just like a mocha. And it is super delicious. But every month in our meal plan community, we have monthly challenges. So we do, like we'll do the Nothing Good Happens After Dinner. We do mindset challenges. We do exercise challenges. So we'll do like 10,000 steps a day. We always have prizes as well. We've given away, what have we given away? Air fryer, a cuckoo rice cooker, gift cards, like lots of other things. So we're just trying to like keep people on track and help people break their bad habits. That's like the whole point of it. Plus you have this whole community of people helping you as well and cheering you on, and everyone works on things together. So it's a really supportive community. If you guys are interested, we will leave all the information for that down below, but definitely try this if you are someone who wants to have some chocolate after dinner or has a sweet tooth. This is definitely one of my go-tos that I have all the time. Our brownies are done. I always tell people to wait to cut these, but I always cut them right away. because they're honestly like the best when they're right out of the oven. I just eat them with a fork. Like, it's like cake. But if you want them to hold up really well, you should wait like 30 minutes before cutting them. But we're not gonna do that. Ooh. So delicious. These are the best. Like, I make these all the time. Oh my gosh. They'll be gone very quickly as well. But they're really moist and gooey on the inside, and you have the melted chocolate on top. They're so good. But definitely try these ones, guys, especially if you have little kids. Everyone loves these. They're so good. I would hide them. I'd make like a batch and then hide like half of them. That's what I would do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe video of these simple, delicious desserts that are weight loss friendly. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments box below. Again, we'll post all the recipes and ingredients and calories and macros and all that stuff down below for you guys. And if you're interested in any of our products or anything that we have links to that in the description box as well. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.